New York outbreak of E. coli poisoning affects 1,000 and it kills 2. What happened here? We're taking a look at the National Library of Medicine, the NIH. This was a serious problem. So what happened was the New York State Department of Health reported last week 122 cases of E. coli have been confirmed on culture. 65 people admitted to the hospital. 11 children had hemolytic uremic syndrome, and 2 people, a 3-year-old girl and a 79-year-old man, had died. This is one of the largest outbreaks ever in the country. Tom Skinner, a spokesperson for the Federal Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, said about 200 cases of infection of E. coli occur annually in New York State, and most are sporadic, isolated cases. The source of the infection was a contaminated well at the Washington County Fair in upstate New York, which took place in the last week of August. 5 molecular diagnostic tests, including polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, and a type of DNA testing, provided conclusive evidence of the bacteria in samples from the well number 6. And scientists at the New York Department of Health Wadsworth Laboratories matched a strain of E. coli in 12 water samples from the contaminated well to the E. coli bacteria recovered from 25 patients. The match was made through the pulsed field gel electrophoresis, commonly known as DNA fingerprinting. And the New York State Health Commissioner, Dr. Antonio Novello, went to the Washington County Fairgrounds on the 9th of September to see for herself the source of the outbreak. Runoff from the cow manure after the torrential rain was thought to have contaminated the well. Water consumption through the products such as ice, snow cones, lemonade, and tap water seemed to be the most likely exposure to the route. And after seeing the location of the suspect well and the cow barn, it's clear to me that vulnerable water supplies must be better protected, said Dr. Novello. We can see this right here. She issued a summary order to all fairgrounds without a public water supply system, which tightened up the monitoring procedures. And we can see the picture right here. So this was a horrible event that happened because of well water, and the well wasn't taken care of. And what happened most likely is the cow manure got into the well water, and then it affected everything else, in turn affecting people and causing literally 1,000 people to be affected and 2 people to die, which didn't have to happen. So to avoid disasters like this, it's always a good idea not only to clean your environment to make sure that everything is safe, but to make sure that if you have a well, that you're primarily responsible for testing the water that you are using.